Welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, here with another update video. This update just recently dropped, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so we're going to go through this together and see what kind of goodies they have in store for us. First off, we have the maintenance is going to happen on October 10th between 06 and 06:30. Game time with mediocre rewards as usual. But let's get into the updates. Number 1, new aid station feature. Insufficient hospital capacity and lack of treatment will cause casualties, but the aid station can change the fate of troops on the brink of death. A portion of troops exceeding the hospital capacity will enter the aid station and be returned periodically. Now, other games have had something like this. It basically just means if your hospital is full and your troops die as a result of that, this aid station will take a portion of those troops and return them to you over time. I'll be interested to know what the percentage is, or what this portion is talking about. But this basically just means that if you're fighting on the field, you have less to worry about as far as your troops dying due to hospital capacity. We all know that if you're trying to save on resources and stuff for Dark Seal and Island Raid, you will wait until the end of those events to use Crisis Aid to save about 2/3 of your troops for free. This will just allow you to keep fighting a little bit longer, or at least give you incentive to keep fighting a little bit longer. I think this is due to the fact that Island Raid after days 1 and 2 tend to get a little bit boring, and they want to see if this will help give people incentive to fight. Again, interested to know what the portion is for this aid station. Number 2, new Night of Resurrection event from 10:28 to 11:05. This is another one of those week-long events. You do things in the game. It gives you items. Those items move your little car along the map and gives you rewards. They're nice events to have to keep people interacting in the game, but the rewards could be a bit better, in my opinion. New squad skin, Ghost Train. If it's a train on the map with no tracks, chances are this is going to be an engine. Although, for all of my Final Fantasy fans out there, can we suplex this? I really want to know if we can suplex this. Anyways. 4, hero armament optimizations. They've added automatic honing. I honestly don't know what this is. I'm hoping that it will allow me to pick what stats that I want on a particular item or a particular piece of equipment, and it will automatically hone until one of those pops up. Because the process of just sitting there and clicking 200-300 times to get through your chips is boring. So if I can just click a button and get to a stat that I want, great. Optimize regular and advanced honing UI. This is just a user interface upgrade. Be curious to see what it looks like. See, you can choose how many armament fragment choice boxes to open. I don't know why you would want to choose that. I didn't realize you couldn't choose that before. Do I have any in my inventory I could check? No, I don't. But I don't know. I don't know what this means. I really don't. Alliance building optimizations. You can remove garrison squads from alliance buildings. Yes. I don't know. If you've been in Island Raid, you know how much of a pain it is when one of your weaker alliance mates sends cars, ranged, or riders to an infantry-only tower and ruins your entire defense. If this is what I think it is, a leader in your alliance will be able to click and remove them from that tower. Because I promise you, having a full march of cars in a full infantry tower is far weaker with them than without them. Because a lot of higher might commanders will run infantry only stats on their garrison captains, and having those cars or riders or ranged in the tower weakens them a lot. So this is going to be nice. You can garrison squads in alliance buildings after construction completes. This is another big one. One of the things I see in Island Raid a lot is whales will wait outside of a tower that is being built for it to be completed, and when those troops are marching back, because you're not paying attention, they'll get attacked. If this is what I think it is, you'll have the option to click and say stay in tower, and when the tower is complete, you will stay in that tower. I would suggest for everyone that gets this and plans on running an island raid to go ahead and select that option as soon as it becomes available. That way you don't have to think about it. If you get caught running away from a tower because you weren't paying attention after this button has been put in, that's on you. Improved prompt for changing squad leaders when garrisoning alliance buildings. Honestly, I didn't have a problem with the other prompt. You click on the picture, do you like to switch garrison captain? It makes sure that you want to, and it goes. It's limited to leaders only, so, well, R4 and alliance leader. But I didn't really have a problem with that, so I'll be curious to see what this does. Privileges subscription optimizations. I don't have a subscription to this game, so I have no idea what the privileges are. Actually, can we go ahead and check? Yeah, so it will be some bonuses for your research speed, training speed, stamina recovery, and zombie kill experience. If you do these, you'll have additional privileges, it seems like, and it'll have a updated user interface. So I'll be curious to see what the new privileges are. If it's worth it, I may go ahead and get it. Added a mass deploy feature. This is great. It requires 15 headquarters. That kind of makes sense because up until that point, you maybe have 3 marches. I think 17 unlocks 4 and 21 unlocks 5. Something like that. If there's a mass deploy feature and you have preset marches, then this will be very quick for you to teleport on the map, mass deploy the 5 marches you have preset, and go to town without having to click, get troops out on the field. Although this does kind of make my preset marches video that I just made kind of moot. Okay. World Channel. If World Channel becomes as toxic as some of the English channels have been lately, this is actually going to be to their detriment. I'm sure we've all seen some people in English chat just absolutely trolling. I don't know why they don't have anything better going on in their lives than to run a like 4 million power account in their own alliance just trolling people on a mobile game. If you don't have anything better to do with your time, that sounds like a you problem. But if they have decent moderators running the World Channel, I'll be happy with this. Plus, it'll allow people to reach out to different players that they wouldn't normally have access to or have contact with. Added mail sorting and report mails for clarity. If this sorts out combat reports from hives and zombies, I'll be happy with that. I like going through my reports at a later time when I have more time to do so, and to have to sit there and scroll through all of my mails to get to the ones I want to, it's a pain. So that'll be nice. 10. Optimize spawn mechanism for hive minds, zombies, and resource nodes on the map. Based on Regiona Progress, which is the old kind of region state age kind of thing. It's an event that goes on early on in the game. So all of you at like 200 region and earlier and later know this. Only level 4 or higher resource nodes will be available to spawn in level 2 checkpoints. And only level 4 or higher hive minds will spawn in level 3 checkpoints. Oh, this is so great. There's so many level 2, 1, and 3 hive minds stuck around us at any point that sometimes the weaker members will just take out the level 3s for just to make the bigger ones spawn for us. This is going to be good. Level 4 is okay to hit. Level 5 is better, but level 4 makes sense. Top Commander optimization. If Commander's buildings and technology are both at maximum levels during the Top Commander event, they can directly receive all rewards for Phase 1. So long as it doesn't give them max points for Phase 1. If Commanders already have maxed research and maxed buildings, then they're whales. Even people in Region 1 still don't have max have max buildings and research if they haven't been spending. So if they have everything, I'm okay with giving them the rewards for it. Don't give them the points. Believe me, they don't need help in that respect. 12. First aid optimizations. Help requests can only be initiated when a number of troops injured in the hospital exceeds 10,000. Now, how this is worded is a little bit weird. Does it mean you have to heal 10,000 troops in order to get helps? Or can you still heal like 2 or 3,000 at a time with help requests, so long as you had 10,000 to start? Because I know a lot of us will do batch healing of anything that takes around 4 hours, so that all of your helps cut that down. Well, I think it's about 2.5 hours with all the alliance research, so that when everyone helps you, it eliminates the time. But if you're limited to over 10,000, that prevents you from batch healing as effectively. But we have to know what it means by this. 13, other bug fixes and optimizations. I really wish it would tell us what the bugs are so that we can kind of get a laugh out of them. If any of you have seen like the bug fixes reports from like the older Sims games, those are hilarious to read, to see what problems the game used to have. And optimizations usually means like some kind of graphical changes. But all in all, a couple of things I'm interested in. Definitely the alliance building optimizations are going to be really nice. I'm curious what the new privileges will be, and this mass deploy feature is going to be great. But I won't continue to talk your ear off. That's the update that's going to be dropping tomorrow, looks like. And we will all get to see what the changes are. If it's any major changes as far as the armaments are concerned, I will be more than happy to do another video about it tomorrow. And with that, this is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, signing off.